Megha, we're getting fresh visuals of the opposition alliance protesting outside the parliament, demanding that the Prime Minister make a statement on the floor of the House.
Well, yes, the demand continues, Parmeshwar, and they are not relenting as far as this one condition of theirs is concerned, which is about the Prime Minister starting the discussion. Any discussion that has to happen on Manipur in both the houses will have to begin with Prime Minister's statement. That is what the opposition has been saying now. Earlier, this wasn't really the condition from day one, but from day two, they hardened their stand and said that while the government has agreed for a discussion, we don't want a discussion till the time the Prime Minister begins it. And that the statement, if anybody's statement that has to be made on the floor of the House, it should be that of the Prime Minister and not of the Home Minister. So they are sticking to the stand, and they are, of course, taking their protest continuing with the protest on day 3 of the monsoon session. Again, not relenting on the demand of the Prime Minister making a statement on Manipur. And you know, at this moment, there isn't much of a clarity whether the Prime Minister will actually speak on Manipur or not, because he did. He has spoken on Manipur. He has broken his silence on Manipur on the day the monsoon session began. In fact, before the session convened, Prime Minister, in his customary statement to the media, took the opportunity to speak about Manipur in very harsh and strong words coming in from the Prime Minister, saying that none who's responsible for this will be spared, and that this was violating the honor of women. And whether it happens in Manipur or in any other part of the country, it brings shame to the nation. And that he has appealed to every chief minister to ensure that the law and order gets tightened in their own areas. So while the Prime Minister has made a statement of sorts, the opposition says that this sort of a statement is not going to do. His statement to the media will not do, that the Prime Minister will have to make an elaborate, detailed statement on the floor of the House and officially inform all the members, all the parliamentarians of what's been going on. So I think, this is turning into a flashpoint now, and this sort of an opposition protest that you're seeing today. But, you know, while some would call it an extremely unfortunate situation, but you would also now today have the BJP upping the ante when it comes to similar situations and similar crime against women in different states, mostly in the opposition ruled states. So the BJP has now been talking about the crime against women in West Bengal and in Rajasthan. They are likely to bring that issue up. In fact, the other day also members of the Bharatiya Janata Party had given statements and also had given notices for adjournment of the business, citing these incidents in West Bengal and Rajasthan, saying nobody talks about it because these are opposition ruled states, and there isn't much of an outrage. People are unwilling to speak about what's been happening to women over months and years in both Rajasthan and in West Bengal, but one incident in Manipur has been highlighted as if that's the only thing that's been happening. So what BJP now says, if you want to talk about crime against women or about such atrocities against women, then talk about all of it. Don't be selective about this. So today, while you are seeing this opposition protest outside the parliament at the Gandhi statue, you would see similar protests from the Bharatiya Janata Party members also today, and an attempt to raise the issue in the lower house and upper house as well, by way of notices of adjournment also from their side. While notices of adjournment from the side of the opposition have already been given in both the houses, you would have the BJP who want to raise this issue now.
As always, Megha, thank you so much for contextualizing both the protests for us and bringing us both sides of the story.